bro.
So this is what it is, yeah. I completed on the first property which I actually live in, in 2017 February.
Yeah.
That same year, I bought a flat in Egypt. I know it sounds crazy. I know.
You bought a flat in Egypt?
The reason why I bought this flat in Egypt, I was self-employed. So I was unemployed but self-employed. I was doing a little bit of electrical work around here and there. But I had my vending machine business going there. So I was surviving, but at the same time, I still had like 12 grand in my bank account. But I was starting to see that money diminish. And I said to myself, I've got a safety net right now. With this 12 grand, I'm not going to get a job. I need to get rid of this money so that I'm forced to go and get a job.
Like,
man were doing that drip back then. It's just the drip wasn't expensive. Yeah. I don't know how these kids are walking around with these Dior trainers like £900.
It's crazy.
But back in my day, you would have got robbed. I remember there was that Sony Ericsson Walkman phone. People were getting jacked for that. Like, I don't know, let's say 04, 05. If you had that phone and you weren't, you were getting robbed for that. £50. Someone will take it down because in North London we got Finsbury Park. That's where you go and do all the dodgy deals with the phones. So come from a 2-parent household. Come from a good home, but you know we come from a poor home and that. So there weren't no trainers every month. None of that. They weren't. Oh yeah, just stop off at McDonald's every day after school. Nah, not that sort of household, isn't it? So good home, but humble home.
Okay, so you say poor home, yeah. At what point did you now realize like man's poor, bro? Like this isn't what I thought it was or something. Like,
so when I was in school, I had to buy and sell crisp and drinks.
Oh, okay.
My mum would tell me and say, "Oh, it's because you was a bad child. That's why, I couldn't give you pocket money." My mum was being real with herself. She couldn't really afford to give me pocket money like that.
Yeah.
So mum was in school buying and selling crisp and drinks from year 8 to year 11. Literally, I even got kicked out because man tried escape from school to go and re-up on some stock from Sainsbury's around the corner.
Because you know what, I remember you were saying at some point, like, guys, he was saying how, like, I think by the time you was in year 10, you already saved 1.5k just from selling sweets and crisps. And, like, at a point when you did get kicked out, like what you just said, like 2 weeks before your year 11 exam, school is it? What do you call it?
GCSEs.
Yeah, no, there's a name for like when you leave. Study leave. 2 weeks before your study leave, they already said you can just go back home. You didn't even think about that. You're thinking, alright, cool, I still need to make bread.
Yeah, I all took some of the stock home, like Lucas's and that, and I'm just binging off that. But luckily, it was only 2 weeks, so I kind of got unofficially expelled from school.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it's not really that serious.
Yeah. I wasn't in no unit or nothing like that.
Okay, but, I want to step back from that because I think that's important, because let's be real, most man, like now and even back then, 10, 20, 12 years ago, however long it was, they'll think, alright, cool, I need to go get loud, I need to go, sell something else to get more money at a quicker rate. But for you, what I see already in you is the patience. Because for you to be selling drinks, £2, £3, I used to do the same as well, bro. £2, £3, that's something different. So I want to understand, like, what was it in you, do you believe, looking back in retrospect, that had you to think, alright, let me do this. Let me not do the mad thing and sell that or this.
Well, it's just dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication. To be fair, unfortunately, I wasn't even interested in studying and that. I always been intelligent. So if you got average people here, I was always a step above. A step above that is, man, that's being doctors right now. But I was always in an intelligent youth, but I didn't care about studying. I just wanted peace. I don't know why. Like some people are born to be like entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
That was like slyly me. People used to say, Jay's going to be in college buying and selling. Like, if I told people I had a business now, the people that were in my secondary school, they would believe it. Like, I could imagine him every day. Didn't take no days off. The only time man I had to lay low is like I would get caught selling and that. So for 2 weeks, I'd lay low and that.
Damn.
But then I'd feel like a nobody because that was my purpose.
That's what
your purpose in school should be studying and that, but that wasn't my purpose in school. My purpose was buying and selling crispy drinks.
And that became your identity as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I even remember I read in a book, this book called Atomic Habits. I don't know if you've heard of it before. And they were saying that basically, for you to keep yourself going with something, for you to keep yourself like beyond motivated and disciplined, it's for you to do something to a point where people know you for that thing. So you just said basically you kind of like felt like you're not yourself for not doing that during that time. So you was that deep in the mud with it, basically.
Literally, imagine a youth that always plays football religiously.
Yeah.
At break time and lunchtime. If you take away his football or say you're not allowed to play football and that, he's gonna feel like, what do I do? That was me. When I couldn't buy and sell crisp and drink, I didn't know what to do with myself.
So that's
still studying, got good grades and that.
Nice.
Yeah, just at break time and lunch time. I
Smart
remember
time.
like even in like like when you come back from break time and you got your next lesson and I'm quickly running like the French class, one of the foreign languages or the maths classes quickly makes up.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, bro. Me too. You see, every Friday that used to be like happy hour for my business. Yeah. Okay, sometimes it'd be free sweets if you're a customer already. Book for me twice in a week. Yeah. If not that, maybe half price or something. Every Friday was a happy day for Michael's business. Know what I'm saying? So I respect it, bro. Know what I'm saying? Alright, cool. So that happened from what year? Year 10, you said?
So the end of year 7, but basically year 8 to year 11 to the day that they took. Yeah, big on my Virgin Ethan. Big on my Virgin Ethan. He was the one. Basically, he bought, like them 5-pack of jawbreakers. Yeah. He bought it for like 20p and he said to me, yo, you can take each of these and sell it for 10p.
That's
I'm like, what, 50p? 20p to buy it, yeah? I was like, boom, that was it. I was hooked.
That's smart.
I was hooked.
Okay, that's nice. So you was known as the money man, basically, because having a grand back then when you're 15, that's like having like maybe 20k as a 21-year-old or something. Something's major.
So some of it was birthday money, but it only been like £300. But it's the fact that I never spent that money. I retained it. Yeah, that's the good thing. Because anyone can come into 300 or 1500.
It's true.
But it's how you keep it. It's how you retain it. So I could have spent it, but I didn't spend it.
Okay, so now so school's over now. Year 11's done. What's the next step for you now? What's happening?
Right. So man was getting involved in the role thing. Unfortunately, kind of got unofficially. What's the word?
Yeah, the mic.
Initiated into it.
Just checking. Yeah.
I got unofficially initiated into the role thing.
Okay.
So just what I'm saying, chilling with the wrong man, and so something happened. End up getting rushed, and I'm like, right, that's it. I ain't having it because I'm thinking if they see me, they're gonna try it. So.
So you got violated. You're like, I'm not having this. Yeah. I have to. There has to be a get back somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not a prick, basically. Cool. Okay. So that happened now. So at that point now, is that where is your mindset now? Alright, cool. Shit's on, basically, like.
Yeah. Obviously, during like year 11, man was on the street doing things I was supposed to. I remember I got nicked when I was in year 11. So man done some foolishness. Didn't ever get the repercussions for it. Fortunately. Still learned the lesson. Like I never done it again. But I ended up getting nicked on a Sunday.
Damn, peaceful day.
Yeah. Ended up getting nicked at like 5 p.m. on a Sunday. Didn't come home. This time, like my mum used to like try to keep me under lock and keep like home at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock and that.
Yeah.
But got nicked on a Sunday at like 5. Obviously, you're in the cells and that. My mum's phoning my classmate. I don't even know how she got hold of certain people's phone numbers and that. I didn't even know this was going on. So got nicked Sunday. Didn't go to school on Monday. Obviously, getting the air full from my mum and that. Gone into school on Tuesday. Everyone's like, yo, we thought you got kidnapped and that. My mum's ringing everyone around. Where's your son? Have you seen him? So embarrassing. So obviously, I had to tell everyone like what I was up to and that. Damn. So I was getting in trouble from like 15, 16, year 11.
Was that the first time you got arrested as well?
Yeah.
Damn. What was you feeling at that moment when now you know your mum's after you, basically? Like you're like raw, like what are you thinking at that point? Cause that's scary. The first time. That's scary.
I don't think I took it that serious, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I took it that serious.
Okay, so now if you saying that, I now want to go like even deeper with your mind as well. Like if you can go back to the music back then, like let's just say like your top 3 artists, like what were you listening to back then? Well, what year was this, by the way, as well? Can you get a real picture?
So we're talking like late 07, 08.
She was real. Like YouTube just coming out.
Yeah.
People were on MySpace.
I didn't even know about YouTube. Yeah, MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace,
Pixel.
Yeah.
MSN.
The Adidas. I remember the Adidas Firebreakers or something. Yeah, I remember that.
Wearing them Lot 29 tracksuits and that.
Yeah. So I wanna go channel you. Like that's the that's the energy. That's the feel I'm getting right now. Yeah. So like, what music were you listening to back then? If you remember. Grime.
Straight grime.
That's
cool. There was nothing else. Man didn't listen to no R&B, no love songs. Grime. Grime.
Yeah.
That's it, grime.
And so back then I remember who was popular, like Gets, Criminal, a lot of man from East really.
Yeah, Royal, Bex.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like some of them underground man, them man that was on New Era Rhythm, Lethal Bizzle before he went commercial, all of them man there. The man that was in More Fire Crew.
Yeah,
all of them.
Oh, okay. So like now with that, like would you say back then music had the influence on you?
I don't think so. There's some people, they just want to be bad. They just want to be troublesome. You can have the same council estate. You could have a bunch of black kids. They all look the same age, and that they all listen to the same music. Some of them are going to go this way and some of them are going to go that way. Because I got brethren on my estate. They're the same age as me. We were all hanging around together. We would look like a gang, but we weren't a gang. We all hang around together. But some of us went that way, and then some of them were just... I'm saying they're one of the man them. They understand the thing. They listen to the same music. They understand. Oh yeah, I got into this madness because my man was watching me, but they would never partake in that. So I don't think it's the music that can influence some people.
100%.
But right, okay, let's say you get influenced by the music. Yeah, you're gonna go and try and be a bad boy. Someone's gonna put you in your place, and you think, you know what, maybe this ain't for me. So yeah, you can go out, but once you get G checked and that, and you get badded up, you're gonna realize, yeah, this ain't for me.
Nah, word.
There was a crossover that time when I got rushed. When I say I got initiated, I could have just said, you know what, let me just tap out, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, you're like, yeah,
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, so now, like, life now going forward, when did you get arrested again from the first time to the...
Oh, I'm always getting, like, nicked for stupidness, man. Yeah, just...
Like, what, could you... Obviously...
Beating up a neighbour and... Just a lot of stuff, not getting caught for stuff as well. Cause you know, if a man get nicked 2 times, that means he's done 10 things.
Yeah. That's all right. It's true.
When the judge is sentencing these youths, when these judges are sentencing these youths and that, I know in the back of their head thinking, nah, this is not the first time you committed this crime, unless it was some mad offing someone or whatever. But if it's stuff like a robbery, you done it 10 times.
Yeah.
You just got caught today.
Damn. Alright, cool. So then for you, finally, you do get caught. With whatever happens, because I said at some point you said that you had to face some. I don't want to say time years just yet. I want to build up into it, but you did get arrested at some point again, right?
Yeah.
You had to do a few months.
It could have been
like 2 months.
6 months or something. I don't know.
Well, okay, all right. So let's just say this: the next time you do get arrested from the first time, like when was the next time you faced significant time? What you say?
Yeah, obviously I didn't go to jail or nothing, innit, but I got in trouble. So basically, some little foolishness fighting a neighbour on my estate and that. Yeah, and charges got pressed, and I had to go to court and just basically plead guilty. I had man on camera and all that.
Straight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know now, like, all those times, when you're like going in and out in jail, like, do you feel like is it affecting you? Like, you're starting to realize, like, like, I'm actually here. Like, what was happening in your mind?
No. So I never went in and out of jail. I only went in jail 1 time. But I went to 2 prisons.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So
yeah. So first of all, I went Felton for 2 weeks, then went to ISIS for the remaining 6 weeks. So I've only been to jail 1 time.
Okay.
But I've been to 2.
So during that time, what was that like then? Those 2 times.
It was calm, and obviously I started local trouble there 1 time, but I mean I'm there for 8 weeks.
Oh, so it wasn't much.
No, it was coming like youth club, and I'm not saying that to promote going jail, but I'm landing in jail. And I'm meeting man from school. Man that's a year above me, that is serious man. Yeah. I'm meeting them in jail. Yeah. And then I'm going, so I met my man in Felton, then I go to ISIS on the bus. Yeah. One of my school youth, you know, one of them, I don't want to use the W word, but them bad breed youths, they get kicked out in year 7. I'm meeting him there. Yeah. Then I'm landing on the wing and I'm meeting like man that was friends, not just on a social. Like we was friends. They'll come knock for me, I'll go knock for them. I'm meeting them in jail. So yeah, it was like youth club. I don't know what big man jail is like. I never been.
No,
I've been to the YOs.
I respect it, man. But then now, if we can now go a bit more deeper into life now, like at some point, cool, you now transitioning into becoming an electrician, right? Yeah. So, like, how did that all come about? Because let's be real, coming from like where we come from, ends in general, when we hear about being a plumber, being an electrician, or being even in investment banking at times, people are like, oh, that's dead, that's boring, bro. You can make this amount of P's this quick. Like that's the ignorant perspective like a lot of man have. So for you, did you ever have that mindset, or you always thought, alright, cool, I know I'll be something?
No.
With a trade. Someone.
Yeah, man was making trying to make a little bit of money on the roads. I never made no money like that, but man attempted, unfortunately. But I started college like everyone else when I was 16.
Okay.
Done the electrical course for 2 years, but then I dropped out because things that were happening on the streets, I thought that was more important to handle that than go to college. Plus I thought, I'm going to fail 1 exam because I didn't study for it.
Yeah.
Went to jail in 2011 June to 2011 August, so come out just after the riots and that.
Yeah.
And then when I was in probation, because when you come out of jail, you have to go probation.
Yeah.
There was a woman that said, Haringey Council looking for an apprentice and that.
Oh, okay.
Would you be interested? I was like, yeah, why not? The electrical apprentice.
Yeah.
I'm like, I already partly done level 3, so done level 2, partly done level 3.
Okay.
She was like, yeah, all right then, cool. So just went for the job interview, got it. That was a little bit sticky as well. I'm going to Broadwater Farm.
Okay.
So she gave me the job interview details, like where it is and that. I said, Broadwater Farm Community Centre. What are you? I had to ask her, are you serious? Broadwater Farm Community Centre? She's like, yeah. Anyway, obviously being from where I'm from and little passes with people from there. Yeah. I'm like, nah. I gotta go armed, unfortunately. So I had to bring my laptop bag and put something in there. Yeah, because it's not just a community centre on a street, so you can run around road. This is the farm. I don't know if you know this estate.
Nah, I know.
But there's no running. Yeah, you're gonna get caught. So there's no running. So man, I had to got the job though. I was the only person.
Amen.
But if they knew what was there, no way.
Peak.
No way. I don't think even in the history of the world anyone's done that. Maybe 1 or 2, man. Yeah.
And that's just to show, just to stop right there. That shows how real it is. Yeah. Cool. The reality is there's someone that's probably even done 10 times even worse things that you may have done. Yeah, and they may have to do that. And sometimes, unfortunately, you do get caught, and that's the reality.
Yeah. You're talking about the realness. So the Haringey's a borough, obviously. The Haringey apprentices go to Cornell College, which is the Tottenham College. That's Tottenham's college. Yeah. All the man them go there. Obviously, I'm from Edmund. I can't. You're not really supposed to be going to Tottenham. I used to go because I didn't care, innit? But I'm always on the move. If I go to the college, I'm in a fixed location. Yeah. And some Neeky, you could be like, there's some Edmonton you there. And then 10 man pull up.
And that's what it was.
So, obviously, all the Haringey apprentices are supposed to go Cornell College, but I was going Hertford Regional in Hertfordshire.
Oh, okay.
My boss said to me in the interview, all of our apprentices go to Cornell College. I'm like, yeah, just nodding my head thinking, I ain't going there, man. Just get on with the interview and that. Got the job. Then a month later, it's like January times, innit? And obviously everyone's starting to go back to college. So I remember I bumped into my boss in the hallway and he's like, we're going to have to get you signed up to Cornell College and that. I'm like, shoot. I ain't going there to do no electrical course. I need to go back to either Southgate or Hertford Regional because that's no man's land. There's going to be youths there, but you're not in your area. So I didn't even know because I don't know how to address white man with black man problems. This is the mindset that I'm in.
I get you.
So there was an older woman.
And just to remind, how old are you at this time again?
19.
19.
Yeah. Right, so at that time when I'm talking about the apprenticeship, getting the apprenticeship, I was 19. Came out of jail for 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So there was an older woman that used to do mentoring with young people and that on my estate.
Oh, okay.
And I said to her, look, this is the problem I'm in. This is my conundrum and that. How do I address the situation? Because I'm overthinking. He's gonna. So anyway, she was like, look, just say to him, you know what it's like with the postcode wars and young black boys. Unfortunately, just say, look, you prefer for safety issues to go back to Hertford Regional College. I'm like, right, well, that's simple. Went there. He was like, all right, then cool.
That's how
but it's just, when you're overthinking because you have to think, not being negative. You don't have to think worst case scenario, but you have to think, okay, what if this person reacts like this? That's not gonna paint me in the right light.
I get you.
I'm not trying to act like I'm a saint. And obviously, to be fair, the reason why I got the job is because I'd been inside, and a part of their program is they want to employ people from different walks of life, and they want to employ someone that is trans. They want to employ someone who's Muslim. They want to employ someone who is a black convict. Yeah. So I was their black convict.
Okay. And that's good, man. Big up them, man. Like the program. You remember the name of the program as well, by the way?
No, so Haringey Council. So I was the council itself. Okay. Yeah. I was the apprentice.
Okay. Yeah. So now you actually, that's an actual trade now, bro. Like, cool. Qualified, like, did you start to realize like a difference in your circle, like in terms of different energies, like someone doing the same thing, or like how was that that transition?
Yeah, so that's an interesting one. So the circle didn't change. The circle kind of diminished. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way: the man them that I was rolling with on the streets, no way. I ain't got time to be hanging around with them anyway. Yeah, them man are still doing up road and I'm doing my apprenticeship, man. So it's fizzled out.
Damn, so you didn't even say it changed. The circle didn't change, the circle diminished.
Stopped.
It went.
Stopped.
And like, was it a gradual thing? Like, when did you start to realise that, if you can remember and looking back, like, do you remember?
It was like day and night, really.
Damn.
Day and night.
Damn.
Day and night. Because me, I've always been a lone wolf. Man run with the pack, but man is my own pack. And I was going on ride outs on my own and getting mash up as well. Yeah. So yeah, I used to just do stuff on my own. But yeah, when I got the apprenticeship and that, I'm on a different path now.
Oh,
That's simple.
Oh, okay. And then like cool. So now that you began to be on a different path now, what's your day to day now like in terms of, I'm not even talking about in terms of what you're doing physically, like now as you wake up, what do you remember, like the change in your thoughts, like the change in the energy of as you approach the day kind of thing? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Do you know what it was as well? The reason why I kind of jumped off road as well, it just came to mind.
Yeah.
Basically, obviously, I got my first ever official girlfriend. Obviously, man, playing about with girls.
Yeah.
Proper official girlfriend when she comes to the house and that.
Yeah. Meet mom. Yeah.
And her ex-boyfriend was in jail as well.
Okay.
And I thought, you know what? I'm not doing this having to talk to her behind a table or behind a glass screen. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. Long. So yeah, just get up, go to work, come back, chill.
Damn,
that was it.
I respect
that
it,
was
man.
it. Obviously, go and check in my friends that were on a legit path.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because man, I bare associates and friends. So the friends that were on a legit path, yeah, man, still roll with them. But the man them that we go and get on a bus and go down there.
Yeah.
No more.
No more. It's changed, man. Yeah. Alright, cool. Then now, I wanna talk into more of like the property aspects now. Like, when did you start to get involved with property? Because that's a game that most people want to touch, but they feel like, oh, I can't. Yeah. How did you get into that?
So the reason why I got into the property thing was, I started going to uni to do electronic engineering. Only the HNC, so not the full degree. So
okay.
When I was there, I started a vending machine business, yeah?
Yeah.
So I started a vending machine
business.
What
made you do that? That's different, by the way.
I'm an opportunist.
Yeah, I respect it.
Alright, so I'm in college and it's just a little campus. It's called it was called the London College. It's moved now.
Yeah.
I think it might have changed names, but it used to be in Notting Hill. It was just a tiny little campus, no canteen, nothing. It was just a big kind of like sort of this building here, but they converted the rooms into classrooms and that.
Okay.
No vending machine. And when we used to have to go out to Notting Hill Gate, obviously price is extortion.
Of course.
You could go Tesco's and grab yourself a meal deal as a deal and that. But I just thought, I don't know, I was sitting down, you know when you get them free periods during uni?
Yeah.
Study time, whatever, and 2 hours of sitting in the library, and I just think to myself, we need a vending machine. So I'm an opportunist.
Yeah.
We need a vending machine. So I'm like, let me check how much a vending machine is. Went on Gumtree, I see like $5,000 and that, I see $2,000, see $1,000 and that. I went on and asked the manager, and he said, yeah. Cut the long story short, went back to him again, he said no. Then I went and begged him and said, look man, let me just, and he said, alright then, cool.
Yeah.
So we got a vending machine in the uni,
and
then put a vending machine in a community centre in Islington.
Okay.
So I'm doing that, making a little bit of money. I can't leave my job.
Yeah, of course.
Making a little bit of money on the side.
Passive income though.
Yeah. Making a little bit of money on the side. And then I thought, you know what, let me go self-employed and that. But before I went self-employed, what I wanted to do is buy a property. So that's why I decided to buy a property. So in 2016 of November, I went up to Northampton and looked to buy a property there. The reason why I went there is because obviously London prices are crazy.
Yeah.
We're crazy, I'm going to still be crazy. So I could have bought a property in Milton Keynes because I don't want to go too far up.
Yeah.
But I couldn't buy a house in Milton Keynes. For 140, which was my budget, not in cash, but that's how much I could borrow.
Yeah.
If I was going to buy a property that was worth 140,
it
would be a flat, and I didn't want to buy a flat, I wanted to buy a house. I had to go further up north. I think my brother Benga, he was the one that showed me about Northampton in the first place, because he already bought a property years and years ago when he was in uni. He'd been on it. Trust me, man, got man around me that's really on it. And just bought the property, that was in 2017, so completed in 2017.
Damn. But just to hold up, I remember watching one of your clips. You were saying how like before you even copped your property, your first one, you were saving up $1,000 a month for 3 years straight. Like we gotta talk about the discipline here. People, because I have people that like want to get into property that watch this. Have people that want to just be somewhere in life. They're still like 15, 14. They come to me in the gym. I'm like, look at the discipline that it takes to have that, just to have your first property. So can you even walk into that like on a like, maybe not day to day, but week to week, the mindset of like being able to like having to save that amount of money, because people can't save $1,000. it's hard for some people.
First of all, the most important thing, you need to get in the right frame of mind. Forget about this luxury lifestyle and that. Forget about wearing all this expensive clothes. I'm not saying don't buy one item here and there, but you need to get out of the mindset of looking good and that, because looking good is very expensive. And if you're still living at your home, you ain't rich. You ain't rich. So I was never in that mindset of buying expensive clothes.
Yeah.
But obviously, I was getting paid a high wage at the age of 21.
Okay.
At 21, 22, I was getting paid 28 grand a year, which was 1,800 take home a month. £800, that was covering insurance and whatever bills and that. Just maybe going out here and there. But £1,000 every month, maybe 900, maybe 1,000, but basically £1,000 every month for 3 years.
I respect him.
The highest amount of money I got to was about 36 grand.
I respect him, man.
In 3, about 32 grand. Sorry.
I respect it, man. And that was your first property you got then.
That discipline comes from being disciplined at school and that. And obviously, I ain't mentioned this yet, but man, a black belt in taekwondo, so man's done that.
Okay, I respect it.
Yeah,
Damn.
so I learned discipline from taekwondo.
Okay.
But it might just be me, because there's other man that was in taekwondo that was doing drugs and, you know what I'm saying?
Different.
I'm not saying doing heroin, but they were bunning weed. Like,
They're doing all
black
sorts.
belt, blood. You shouldn't be indulging in drugs as a black belt. You're a martial artist.
You know what? I want to know, like, cool. Wait, can you bring your mic this way a
Yeah.
bit, like, just a bit towards you?
This
Yeah,
way?
yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect,
yeah.
perfect.
So you want to hear all the time?
Yeah,
like, if it moves.
yeah. Because when I edit, trust me, it makes a slight difference. But I was gonna ask you now, when it comes to like your upbringing, who you looked up to, like who were like your main inspirations? Like even now, as I said that, I know you just thought of one person. Like
nah,
you didn't think of one person.
I don't think I had no.
Seriously?
No.
What?
No, I didn't have no role models around me. Like
Rah.
that. Nah.
Damn.
Nah. And the thing is, not everyone needs to. At the beginning of time, someone had to be the first guy to be that guy that everyone looks to.
That's true.
Because I don't believe in God. So
Words.
some people, yeah.
Okay.
Some people will say, well, everyone was just following God and that. I don't believe in God. So in my head, someone has to be that guy who was the first guy, innit? So me, I'm the first guy.
Okay.
I'm the oldest pitney in my family.
Okay.
So I'm the oldest child. I got a little brother, he's 24.
Yeah,
sister, she's, she wasn't even
Same age,
around when this stuff was going on. I had no role models.
Damn.
No role models.
Damn.
I got into electrics because my mum said, one of her cousins who's her age, big man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing well for himself.
Yeah.
Why don't you be an electrician if you don't know what to do?
Okay.
So, but I wasn't watching him trying to be like him.
Let me do this, yeah.
And funny enough, I tried to get an apprenticeship with his company because he was an electrician and he brought on his nephew. But his nephew messed it up.
Okay.
Not turning up, not doing exams, not
lazy,
going to college.
yeah.
So when I come along, he was like, yeah. It was a no, basically, without saying no. Funny enough, I tried to get an apprenticeship with his company. He told me no.
Damn.
You know, years later, he's phoning me up because I'm not just an electrician, I'm an electrical tester. So you become an electrician, then you become an electrical tester.
Okay.
He's phoning me up asking me how to sit exams and how to prepare for the electrical testing exams. I thought, I cuss our words and that. You're coming to me. Yeah, this is when the apprentice becomes the master.
Damn.
I tried to come to you for an opportunity. You told me no based on your nephew's dumb decisions and actions and that.
Shit.
And then years later, the roles are reversed. You're coming to me for advice and inspiration.
Hey.
And I'm old. I'm young enough to be his son because he's got a daughter that's the same age as me.
Damn.
Yeah, his daughter's literally in the same year as me in school, but different school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. See how the tables turn, man.
Apprentice becomes the master.
Word.
I fell out with my mentor at work because of that as well.
Damn. I want to ask you though, like, so say you weren't to be an electrician, what do you think you would have as a career if it wasn't to be this?
I don't know. I feel like I would have found something though.
Okay.
I just don't know. I don't know what I would have been doing.
Because, bro, honestly, when I watch your content, you're so wise. It's like with you, your storytelling as well, you make it become very enticing. I want to know more all the time.
I mean, I could tell
kind of
someone
thing.
about how a pen fell out of my pocket and make
Yeah,
an interesting
see,
story. And
you know what I'm saying?
Always got a story
Like,
to tell.
that's powerful. Like, the way you can give your story and, like, and there's always a story, there's a moral, there's something behind it as well. Like, for example, when you're talking about people like keeping up the Joneses, for example, like, I laugh, I'm like, this is real at the same time, because in my opinion, it's almost like an epidemic in a way, like mentally. Like, you want to keep up, like, bro, you have ish to pay for, that's all the money you have, and you want to put it in for this car, you want to put it in for this whatever kind of clothing, like, you know what, yeah, I want to ask you, like, cool, if you were to like, let's just say you were to be like 21, you were to be in this generation, yeah. Do you think like how do you think you would be? Because like a lot of these guys now, like the guys growing up now, like the boys are doing up the drip, they're doing the mad thing, like.
Man were doing up drip back then. It's just the drip wasn't expensive. Yeah. I don't know how these kids are walking around with these Dior trainers like £900.
It's crazy.
But back in my day, he would have got robbed. I remember there was that Sony Ericsson Walkman phone. People were getting jacked for that. Like, I don't know. Let's say 04, 05. If you had that phone and you weren't, you were getting robbed for that. £50. Someone will take it down because in North London we got Finsbury Park. That's where you go and do all the dodgy deals with the phones and that. Yeah, I would. I think I would have found a way.
Do you know what?
I don't think I would have been one of them.
Okay, the reason
I was doing foolishness before.
No, we was all part of growing up. The reason why I asked is because I still feel like there's a difference between the generations coming up now compared to the generations back then. You see, back then, like with your generation, like YouTube just came about. Social media was literally non-existent. You got a lot of people, like for example, Central C's manager. I watch him a lot.
You actually know in person.
Yo, you know Bello, I look up to that guy a lot.
Yeah, I know him,
but he always says, like, back in the day, all we had is channel 4, 1 to 5. You man have inspiration. Like me today, I can go on Snapchat and look at DJ Khaled, look into his house. The only houses you can see back then is what MTV, and that's not even their crib anyways. It's rented, because they're rappers. So it's not real inspiration. Now I can actually get justified real motivations. That's why I asked you that question. Now I'm saying not just to be cliche, like, oh, how do you think you'll be today?
But you know what? This is the best time to be alive.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much to optimize.
This is the thing. Everyone and anyone can at least make an attempt to become a star.
Yeah.
Before, back in the day, to be like a rapper or, I don't know, an actor or whatever it is, there's only a couple of Denzel Washingtons and that. Now everyone can be the star. Yeah. It's about how much work. This is the best time to live. I was thinking about this the other day driving my car. Like, this is the best time to live.
Literally.
Because there's only so many opportunities that were out there for the people then. Now, you can turn on your phone and start filming and become a star.
Literally.
Put in the work.
Like, I even think about this a lot. Like, even like, you know, the Made You Think page, like, even rappers, they have a great opportunity. That's like the mecca of like UK music right now, UK rap. That alone, if you consistently have yourself on there, you've got a market right there. Stuff like that I think about all the time, bro.
This is the best time to be alive. Definitely.
It's the best time, man.
There's more competition, but you know what? It's better to be in a situation where there's a lot of competition than nothing. You ain't even got an arena to compete in.
Exactly.
There was hardly any arena.
It's
now
true.
I know why a lot of people back in the day was broke, because they just didn't even really have the opportunity. A few select people. Now there's no excuse.
Exactly. Like, look how many UK rappers. I don't know, always talk about rap. But look how many like opportunities there's been with rap now. Then forget the rapping. Not even investing. Before it was like almost non-existent to get involved in investing. Now you can. The cryptos are there. I'm not saying crypto is everything.
Yeah.
You know, but crypto is there. It's right in front of our faces, kind of thing.
Just you know, with YouTube you can just get educated as well, man.
That's the thing, man. I can't lie. But like now, I want to know now, because obviously on your Instagram bio, it says that you're a 4 times property investor, right? So like I want to know, after the first purchase, like how did you now go about going from the second, like I mean investing into the second, into the third, to the fourth? Like how did that all go about, bro?
So this is what it is. I completed on the first property, which I actually live in in 2017 February. That same year I bought a flat in Egypt. I know it sounds crazy. I know.
You bought a flat in Egypt?
The reason why I bought this flat in Egypt, I was self-employed. So I was unemployed but self-employed. I was doing a little bit of electrical work around here and there, but I had my vending machine business going, so I was surviving, but at the same time I still had like 12 grand in my bank account. But I was starting to see that money diminish. And I said to myself, I've got a comfort, safety net right now. With this 12 grand, I'm not going to get a job. I need to get rid of this money so that I'm forced to go and get a job. I need to throw myself in the deep end, because I'm not going to be motivated to get a job knowing I got 12 grand in the bank. I need to be broke.
You'll be steady for a bit,
One morning I woke up at 5 in the morning. I was looking on Zoopla on my phone and it says overseas. So let me check that. And I was just looking at different countries and looking at America and that. Anyway, got to Egypt and they were selling studio flats in Egypt in this new build resort right by the Red Sea. In a place called Hurghada. I still ain't even been out there, I'll tell you about that. They were selling them for cheap. So I bought one for about 8,600 off plan. If it was after plan, like when it was built, it would have been about 10 grand something. So basically I spent all my money, got rid of my money. Now I'm forced to get a job. So in 2017 February, I bought my house that I live in. Then December 2017, I bought that studio flat. But years and years went by, I was just saving up and that. And then eventually, in 2021 February, I completed on my first flat. Then, what was that, 22? I think that was 2022.
Oh, okay, that's
I
near.
can't remember that. Yeah, either 21 or 22. I think it was 21. Completed on the first flat.
Yeah.
Then my second flat, which is my fourth property in total, I completed on that in December of 22.
Okay.
And yeah, now we're at 2023 and I'm buying another flat right now. I literally even, my
Okay.
mortgage broker texted me this morning saying, yeah, the mortgage offer has been approved.
Nah.
I'm basically buying a flat that's opposite my most recent purchase.
Okay.
So my most recent purchase was in December of 22.
Okay.
The girl that lives opposite put a note through the door, said, tell your landlord that I'm selling my property if he's interested.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you got one house.
So I got one house,
Yep.
I got a studio flat in Egypt.
Yep.
I've got a flat around the corner from my yard.
Yep.
And I've got a flat around the corner from that
That's
flat around the corner.
cold.
So I've got 4 at the moment.
That's cool.
But I don't know, in the next 2 months or whatever, I'll have 5 properties.
That's cold,
4 in
bro.
the UK.
Damn.
I still ain't even been out to Egypt.
But wait, so the one in Egypt, how do you get updates on that? Like, how do you come up?
It's
that?
built. It's just a shell.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just a shell.
So no one's is anyone living in it yet, or
There's no kitchen, nothing like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
what,
I
so-
have to go and furnish it.
okay? So like, well, even with that investment, like, what did you do your due diligence on it as well? Like,
The only due diligence I done on it, and I wrote about that in my book.
yeah.
Was
What's the name of your book, by the way?
It's called Conquering Adversity. So
Okay.
basically overcoming hard times. Yeah, go check out that book. There are plenty of hard times in that book there. But yeah, all I did was the estate agent, they're called Rivermead Global or something like that. I went onto their page and was looking at the testimonies from the people that bought the properties. And I sent them a message on Facebook, like 10 different people.
Yeah.
Copied and pasted it. And about 5 or 6 of them got back to me and like, yeah, this is legit.
That's
So
smart.
that's the only due diligence I done.
That's smart.
But yeah, I was paranoid. I remember going to NatWest in Enfield Town,
Yeah.
transferring over this 8,600
Yeah, that's a lot
to
of
our
money.
next country. Because
Damn.
if it's in the UK, I can drive
Yeah,
there and
yeah,
make
yeah.
up some noise. I ain't go. What am I going to Egypt for? To go to where?
It's
If
true.
it's a fictitious place, am I going to stand out in with the pyramids and that? You know what I'm trying to say? I don't even know where I'm going. I ain't even been to the continent of Africa yet.
Damn, nah,
So-
bro. I respect that though, bro. Seriously, man. Because like when you said Egypt, my eyes even popped up. I'm like, what the hell? Like I've never heard that before. Like that's very different, bro.
Yeah.
I can't even lie to you, man. I'll be real, like Jesus. But damn, okay. So now, yeah, with the platform you're building now, like I see you have, besides you being on the TikToks, being on the Instagrams, you're on the Patreons as well.
Yeah.
Like I want to know, yeah. Well, what kind of message do you want to be giving out to your listeners, your consumers?
I was here to inspire the youth. I don't like this mentality. Oh, I'm a black person, so I'm oppressed and that.
I'm a
Maybe
victim,
back
yeah.
in the 60s when my Jamaican people came over in the Windrush, no blacks, no Irish, no dogs on the pubs, allegedly.
Yeah.
But now it's not the case.
Nah, I feel you, bro.
It's not the case. We are not oppressed. Stop believing it. It's an excuse for failure because
feel
it's a
you.
get out of jail free card. Oh, I weren't successful because I'm a black man. Nah, you weren't successful because at the end of the day, in life, you're gonna fail. Whether you're black, white, purple, alien, or blue, it doesn't matter. You're gonna fail. You just need to know that you need to keep trying. It's all about volume. You need to keep making attempts and that.
I respect you, man.
So yeah, that's the message. I ain't really spoken about it on TikTok about black oppression. I don't think. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously I'm new to it. I only
Yeah.
had the account for like 17 days.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on my YouTube channel,
built up
that's what
quite
man
fast.
started talking about black oppression and that. Man are getting battered up by the police and that. They don't even know why. It's because you're giving the police aggression, and then they want to talk some nonsense about educating the police to how to deal with black people. No, educate black people to stop doing crime, blood. Yeah, don't.
It's real talk.
Look, oh, you feel I'm gonna go and campaign and that and stand out on the streets and that, like, oh, don't stop burglaring people's houses and that. No, I'm gonna lock my door and that's it. That's it. I'm not. We don't need to teach the police how to handle black people. Black people, we need to behave ourselves.
It's true, man. It's true because I remember you were saying how like a lot of times when people are involved in like, not all the time, but a lot of time when people are involved in police brutality situations and that, a lot of the time that person's probably like been arguing with that officer for like 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before kind of thing. Like there's always something behind what we see.
When I was on the road, I was getting stop and search all the time. The police, they know me by name. I remember when. So mine was obviously active between the age of like 16 to 19.
Yeah.
When I was on a qualified electrician at Haringey, I remember I was on green lanes near Turnpike Lane.
Yeah.
And one of the community support officers in Edmonton, he'd now graduated to a police officer. I'm walking past, I'm like, I know you. He's like, Jelani, man. I ain't seen him for like 7 years or whatever. Man know my full name. I was getting stop and searched by the police. They all knew me in my area. There was just like this stupid gang matrix. They thought I was one of the leaders. I don't know why. I mean, I was gang active matrix. In my area, but I wasn't I wasn't the leader. Because I was just, I was a bait face in my area. And
okay.
But anyway, the point of the story is, when I got on the right path, all of them stop and searches, they stopped. Completely stopped. Obviously, every now and then when I'm riding my motorbike, the police might stop me. That ain't got nothing to do with being a black man. That's because of the mannerisms. I'm riding the bike.
You understand,
wheelie and all this nonsense and that. But I don't get harassed by the police because I'm not available to get harassed by the police. You see, when you're busy and you're on the right path, you ain't got time to get stop and searched by the police. How are they going to find you if you're at work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m? How are they going to find you? They can't find you. You're on the right path.
It's true, man.
You need to put yourself in jail, not for criminal activity, but you need to ghost. Yeah, you need to ghost. People, they shouldn't even see you.
I respect it, man. I remember you was even saying how, like, a lot of people... like, they're complaining about where they are in life, but at the same time, they keep giving it what they want. In terms of, like, cool, okay, I feel bad, I feel sorry for myself, let me go on holiday. Knowing that they can't even afford it, but they do it time and time again. And you're talking about, like, 5 years, no holiday, something like that.
It's an escape.
Yeah.
It's an escape. They don't like their reality, so they need to escape. Oh, I just need a holiday and that. All right, you're going to be on this holiday for 2 weeks, but then you're going to go back to the problem. The problem is you. You need to fix your situation. The only way to fix your situation, become disciplined, work hard, make sacrifice, and don't be a fool.
Bro, you know what I love about your mindset as well? You understand?
I can't wait to be a dad. I'm gonna give myself a brain transplant.
Bro. And you know what I like about you, I've realised this. I know it's very simple, but us as humans, people fall for the first part a lot of the time. And it's about being a consumer and a producer. Yeah. And like a lot of people, they don't realise how much they're consuming on a day-to-day. We're watching Netflix, that's 5 hours. Someone else's idea you've consumed. You're watching freaking YouTube, that's 5 hours of content someone else's content you consumed, And sometimes it's not bad to consume, but if you're not producing out of that consumption, then what are you?
Yeah, you got to do some consuming and that. You can't work 24 hours. That's crazy. And you're going to work yourself into a grave and that, innit? But your ratio of consumption to production, consumption. I'm driving down the road, going to a job, uploading a video on TikTok. Upload a video every 6 hours.
Damn.
All I do is work. I remember my girl had gone to her sister's house. I'm at the house for the whole week on my own, working. Certain man, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves when their gal leaves them. I'm like, yes, time to work, because having someone in your house is a distraction. Friends, girlfriends, distraction.
Yeah,
man,
I respect it, man.
You gotta work, man.
I want to ask you though, like, cool, you've been an electrician for what? Is it 12 years?
So. Yeah.
Okay, so
11, 12 years.
With that journey so far, like, has there ever been times where you've hit hurdles and you're like, raw, what the hell? How am I in this situation? Have you ever had like cold turkey kind of moments? You'll say.
No, the only time where I'm like, I need to fix my situation is when I deliberately made myself broke.
Oh, okay.
To go and buy that property.
Okay, so like even I want to now go back to that. Cool. When you now bought that property, like just as you bought it, like let's just say for example, like the next month, like what was your mindset at in terms of like was you ever thinking, right, damn, what if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't? I want to know that part. 'Cause that's real. It's a lot of money you're putting in.
So I bought the house, but then I bought the Egypt property. That left me with like £500. I've never been that broke. I will never go back to that again. Unless it's literally to buy another property. So you never know. But anyway, I'm like, nah, I need to get a job. So anyway, man was grinding. I remember going to work, getting there at 7 o'clock, leaving at 4:30, going home for 2 hours, and then I'll be eat my dinner and that, and then leave and go to work in a community centre and fit lights and that till midnight. Half past midnight, 12:30 at night. I was doing that. I was grinding.
And there's a lot of people that'll be like, I need personal time. I need time to myself. But
forget that, man. This is the sacrifice you gotta make. If you don't make this sacrifice throughout your youth, you will suffer as an elderly person. At some point in your life, you're gonna have to go through some hardship. Either you go through it as a youth man when you're fit and healthy and strong, or you go through it as an old person. I make these videos on my you've probably seen it on
TikTok.
No,
Instagram,
not TikTok.
YouTube.
Do the reaction video about the people who are freezing cold in their yard. They're in the conundrum, heat or eat. Do they eat food and have a full belly and sit in a freezing cold yard, or do they sit in a warm yard and starve? All of those people there, they never made the sacrifice that I'm making as a young person. Forget about the internet and social media and that. They didn't make the sacrifice of investing in property and that. Because I ain't made no money from social media. So no one can say, oh yeah, it's because he's... No. No, you got to make that sacrifice. Life is hard. It's going to be hard at some point. It's going to be hard when you're youth or hard when you're old person.
That's what I always say to myself, because there's times when I'm like, oh, this editing is long. Because editing can take time. I'm like, Michael, it's either you pick what's going to be hard or the hardness will pick you. And the hardest that pick you will be 10 times work. I've worked in the warehouse before, bro. I've been there, bro. Yeah. I've suffered, bro. I've rapped 2 albums back to back. Still have 8 hours left. I've been there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's either you pick that hard or you pick your own hard and build it up. Because a lot of the time when we pick the hards that we want, or like what we desire to do, in the midst of that, that's when you're like, oh, this guy's having fun. They're doing this. That's how you think, right, maybe I should just go back to that. Not knowing that the people that are having fun, they're not building nothing. So eventually they're going to go and enter that hard space. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I made a video about this called the more effort I can't remember what it's called, but the more effort you put into the classroom, the easier your job will be and the more you get paid. So if you decide to put no effort into the classroom, you just do the practical like being a bricklayer and that. Yeah, you might get 200, 250 a day or whatever, but your back's going to suffer. If you put in more work in a classroom and be an electrician, your work and your job is going to be a lot easier physically. Yeah. I go in and plug my tester into people's sockets, so it's not a physical job. Yeah. I get paid more than a bricklayer and my body suffers less. But if you decide to become a doctor, you put 8 years into the classroom and that, your pay is going to be far superior and you ain't going to be even doing no walking or nothing like that. You become a locum doctor, which is I think the equivalent of a self-employed doctor, then man on 80 to 100 grand a year. The more you put in the classroom, typically, the easier your job will be and the more you will get paid. So the more sacrifice you put in, the better your life is going to be.
It's all likeliness. It's true.
You don't put in no sacrifice, you're going to suffer, innit? So you're going to have to use one of the S's, sacrifice or suffer. Yeah, that's it.
I like that. Alright, cool. So we're gonna round it up soon now. But before we go, I want to ask you a few questions, anyways. Yeah. So like, cool. We're in 2023 right now. Looking forward 5 years back forward from now. Where do we see JY's being? JY's TV personally, JY's the whole brand, the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube, the properties of you being an electrician. Like those next 5 years. So that'll be what 2028, if I'm correct. Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely have more properties.
Yeah.
In terms of the social media, and I'm just doing my best to build it up. I don't know where it's gonna be, but I'm putting in the work. That's all I can do. All I can do is put in hard work. Yeah. My life will never be worse putting in hard work. So you know what? By default, I'm just gonna put in hard work. But in terms of the properties and that, I'll have another few properties in the next 5 years easily. I can easily retire within the next 10 years. So I'm 31 now, I can retire by the age of 40. Easily. Because I know how to do this property, because I watch them videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Well, what videos do you even watch as well? Because like, this could even help me as well, bro. Like,
I watch on YouTube. Obviously, man, I like watching Andrew Tate, big him up.
Yeah.
I watch property stuff, but I don't even really watch nothing nowadays as well, because I'm always editing.
You're on job. You're on the road.
Yeah. I kind of like to watch videos when I'm doing my paperwork. So I do electrical tests at people's house, but I've got paperwork to do when I go home. Yeah. So I'll sit in my bed and do paperwork and that. My eyes are fixed to the tablet and the piece of paper. Yeah. But then I'll just put on a video and listen to it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not watching, man, to watch, man. I'm watching to listen.
To consume and use.
I told my viewers and that, this is why I don't care about production and that or whatever, innit? Obviously, you got to package your brand properly 100%. And that. But at the same time, I want man to listen. You need to put me on your worktop when you're cooking your food or you're on your way to work. I'm in your pocket. Yeah. Listen. Because I ain't got no girls that are attractive in my videos for you to be staring at. What you want to watch man for? Listen to what I'm saying. It's not my face that's going to make you get in the right frame of mind. It's you listening to me. Yeah. So, I'll have more properties. No problem. That's a fact. With the TikTok thing, obviously, I'm seeing the results and that.
Yeah, TikTok, videos gone viral. 17 days already on 12.5k likes. I respect it, bro.
Yeah,
I respect it, bro. Your opinion, I love your opinion on things.
You got to work. The hard work is paying off. Even when I was waiting for you, I made a video in that time. I don't waste time.
I hope you didn't say, this guy's taking his time or anything like that.
No. I was responding to a comment. I released a video today saying that by the age of 30, you should have 50 grand saved and that. And I broke it down in the video. some people came in the comment section of that video because I've got 3 accounts. One account, some guy said I've got 49 grand. I'm one away, and some other guy said, yeah, I've got 60 grand in that. So I just kind of found a way to put people's comments in the video. I found out how to do it today. Okay. And I just responded to it, and I was like, yeah, this guy here. Yeah. I need more people like that to come and verify and back up what I'm saying. Because there's certain people, they will think, oh, having 50 grand by the age of 30, oh, you're lying. Blood, it's possible. It's possible. I could have had 50 grand by the age of 30, but obviously I bought a property in that. Yeah. So it's possible. It's possible, man. Nah. But if you can't see it, you don't think it's possible. If you've not done it before, you don't think it's possible.
Yeah, it's true, man.
There's people out here with money, you know. Like, I earn like 6-7 grand a month. It just depends, innit? But I remember times earning 10 grand a month at a construction site. My girl's a mortgage broker. She showed me, man, pay slip earning 26 grand for the month as a salesman. Wow. Yeah, doing sales. There's people out here making serious money. Not trapping.
Real legitimate money. Yeah. I want to ask you though, bro. Like, see, making that first 10K, like, what did that do to you? Like, cause now it's like, cool, maybe you made that before, but now you made it. You don't even just smiled. I can tell it was a good time. Then you just
it was a hard time doing the grind though, cause like I said, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, Monday to Sunday, continuously, no breaks. Yeah. Damn. Obviously the money was nice, innit? And I remember there was one girl that used to do the finances. Yeah. And I was saying to her, imagine, if someone, because she's similar age to me, imagine if someone our age was earning this money, what would they do with it? They could definitely have the top of the range Range Rover, X6 easily. Chump change for you're taking home 8 grand. I was earning 10, taking home 8 because I have to pay CIS construction tax, which is 20%. So there's other people who, let's say they was in my position, they will be spunking that money. They will be blowing it.
It's true.
But then you can't get into that mind frame of just because you got a bit of a spike in your wage, now you're going to upgrade your lifestyle. No. I still live like I'm an apprentice now. Word. On that, spend 800, save 1,000. Wow. Obviously, I save more than that.
How do you keep that discipline though? Like in terms of not the motivational aspect, but in terms of actually being organized. Like, do you have like you know how on these online banking apps now there's like saving jars and all that? Like, how do you actually do that? Because people don't know. Like, people don't think.
I made a video about this. I save money without saving money. I don't physically take X amount of money and put it in discount. No, I don't need to do that. You don't even touch it. Because I don't spend money like that. So when you live below your means, by default, you're saving. You don't need to say, oh, I'm taking this money and putting it here and locking up in this safe with dynamite in front of it and 2 Rottweilers to not spend this money. No. Discipline, live below your means, and you just save automatically. I respect I don't need to, I don't move money around. I just leave it. I have to move money around to pay certain direct debits. Because money only goes into one account and I have to distribute it. Yeah. But I don't physically, this month, £500. No. Just live below your means and you save by default.
Yeah, I respect you, bro. Alright, cool. You know what? We're about to wrap it up as well, yeah? But I've got one other thing to ask you as well, yeah? So cool. If we can go back to JY's when you was, let's say, 16, 17 years old, yeah? If you could walk in the room with him right now, what would you say to him? What advice are you going to give to him?
I would have said maybe go to uni and become like a banker or something like that. In terms of career path. But I mean, sometimes you gotta make these mistakes. I'm not advising anyone to go down the wrong route so that they can get on the right path, because I was fortunate to find the right path sooner rather than later. But I wouldn't really change anything, you know. Yeah, I mean, maybe, getting a criminal record and that, it could be kind of embarrassing as well.
Was that hard for you? Like, having a criminal record, did it become hard when you ever wanted to find work before you became an electrician?
Nah, fortunately for me, because obviously, man, not... hey, let's just be clear now, man. No mad crimes where people would be disgusted at me. So, I wouldn't not be able to find work in certain areas. I would be all right in most areas.
Okay, well, I want to ask you another thing, yeah? Say for someone else who's watching right now, they may have a criminal record, they've been looking for work for time, they're becoming depressed, they're just looking for work. Like, what would you tell that person now? Because you're self-employed as well, so maybe you could really give them an insight. Like, or maybe you don't even have to work for someone else. You could work for yourself, possibly that.
Yeah, it depends on what they're doing. But let's say, for example, you've got a criminal record and that, and you're struggling and that. What are you actually trying to work as? You need to get yourself a skill or a trade or something. Don't give up as well. Yeah, all of this, I'm oppressed or I'm depressed, and that gotta stop. That's gotta stop.
Word.
That has gotta stop.
Nah, I feel we actually live in England. The opportunity we have here, it's crazy.
I was doing a reaction video to The Romanians Are Coming. How are they even making a TV program called The Romanians Are Coming? You know? Anyway, no, them lot. You see, Europe, that is white man's Africa. Yeah. They are really living in poverty. No, you never see somewhere so mash up and broke up in your life.
Oh,
yeah, in Romania is bad. I think it might be the poorest country.
Yeah,
in
the
Europe.
way that I see their conditions here is not a joke.
Yeah, man. Damn. Yeah, and you know what? I feel sorry for them because them people there, they ain't got no opportunities. You in England, you got opportunities, blood. You just don't know it.
Nah, you're talking, man. You know what? Bro, do you want to big up anything before you go? You know, all your channels, because we're going to list it all up right here as well. Do you want to list it or anything?
Yeah, so obviously I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, JY's TV. I've got 3 different accounts on TikTok. But just follow any of them on TikTok. You're going to get the same knowledge.
Nice.
Yeah, you never know, I might be on some other platform soon, innit? But for now, just YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, JY's TV.
Nice. And of course, free of charge pod. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know, keep up. I can't speak English. Keep up with us also on TikTok. We got the Instagram as well, and yeah, man, YouTube as well. And here again, we got JY's, man. A lot of gems in this one, man.
Done,
I like this one, man, for real, bro.
Yeah.
Nah,